Okay, so stream number 2, maybe more than number 2. Me playing against my students on leeches.org a simultaneous game. So good luck to Benjamin and to Josh and to Ariel, I believe. Okay, Eyal, good luck too. Let's play d5, okay. And tall guy, good luck. Good luck to Mr. Jules and Moti. To Benny also. Maybe we shall deviate. Okay, I'm deviating. Yes, g6. Okay, so we have one London system, one Alekine's defense. Good luck to Basi also. To Nimi, of course. So we have, I didn't count, but I believe something like 11 participants today. A couple of days ago, I think we've got 9 participants. Definitely going to be tougher today. I gave myself a 10-minute handicap because last time I played I got into time troubles very soon in the opening, so I believe now it should be better. Okay, let's play d4. Okay, let's play check. Okay, play solidly. When you play a simultaneous game, you really want to play as solid as possible. Okay, bishop b5. Let's go with a6. Yeah, let's play the Rossolimo. Okay, bishop b5 whenever I can. Bishop c4. Okay, let's play bishop c5. Okay, let's play knight c6. Let's castle. What should I do here? Let's play d4. Let's play open type game. Let's take with the queen. c3 I believe is the move. C takes d6, okay. Now I think here, should I play queen c7? Let's play queen c7, the Taiman of Sicilian. Here we have the accelerated dragon. Okay, let's develop the knight. Shouldn't hurt. Okay, let's play the Maruti because I want to play solid once again. It's difficult to play against many people when you play sharp games, so I think playing solidly makes a lot of sense here. Knight f6, okay, let me put the pawn in the center. b3, let's castle. Okay, this is Yair, I believe. Probably didn't get it until now, so good luck to him also. Now, should I play Spanish or Italian? Let's play Spanish. Let's drop. Oh no, I wanted to play bishop c4. Okay, never mind. Okay, rook c1, we have a main line. Main line, Alekine's defense. Yeah, what should I play here? Let's go e5, let's see what happens. Okay, bishop e2, let's go d6. d5 after like 5 seconds. Well, I wonder what happened last time when he played in 1 second. Actually, I must also stress that for the time being, Mr. Ben here is the only one who managed to actually to score a win in the last simultaneous game that I did. So I'm actually seeking for revenge this time. Bishop e2. This move is so obvious that he played it in 1 second. Why is this move so obvious? Bishop e2, not even trying to deal with the threat of f4. It's interesting because now it's not so clear what is going to be White's next move, because it's not very comfortable for him to develop the knight, because I will always have this pawn to e4 push. But on the other hand, if I play f4 and I try to get the bishop back, he will get this square for his knight. The question is, how relevant is this square? I think I will play f4. I think it seems very good. Okay, let me castle. Now, this square is very important. I want to push or to be able at least to push the pawn there, so I think bishop f5 makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's put the bishop on f5. This seems well. Let's castle. Okay, let's take on d7. Play d4. Yeah, knight g4. This is one of the theoretical lines. I think it's not very popular nowadays. It's considered to be in White's favor, but we shall see. Bishop f5. Okay, rather than bishop to h5. I'm not so sure about this, but anyway, I'll push with c4. Yeah, now the queen is in a very dangerous spot here, so I should retreat. Okay, knight c3. So let's see. If I play d6, it's just a completely symmetrical position. Let's play h6. g3. Well. That was definitely an unfortunate move to make for him. Very uncomfortable. How do I punish this kind of move? Well, the first thing is that I'm not even forced to take the pawn.
Very uncomfortable.
I think that he should be very careful of playing such a move. What will I play here? I can just play g5 and to protect it, but I don't even want to protect this pawn because I think there is no even a threat at the moment, so maybe I should just develop my queen to a good square. I don't see any reason not to. Let's play queen e7. This looks good. Yeah, now should I castle? I think castle is the move. Yes, b5, bishop c2. I think it's all theoretical. Bishop d7. Well, okay. play knight c3. Bishop f4, so we have a one more London system. Why do I have 54 minutes on this board? Who knows? Well, actually, Jules never played the move h3, so I'm wondering if I should just play knight h5 right now, because there is no retreat square for the bishop. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure, so let's play just bishop e6, develop a piece. Don't have too much time anyway. Let's play c4. I'm not sure about this, but I think that's the way it goes. Bishop g4. Yeah, I think we now have theoretical discussion. So, is h3 the move here? I think it is. Let's play h3. Yeah, here let's play queen d2. Knight c3, okay, here we go. Then let's play d5. Knight f3. Okay. Let's push the pawn. I think the position is already lost for white. Ah, Benny. Very talented kid, but plays terribly fast. What can a man do? Okay, queen d7. Now I really want to push this pawn forward to harass this knight on c6 a bit. Is this possible? Probably it's a good move. I can also first develop the knight. Yeah, let's first develop the knight, should be okay. Okay, g6. Okay, at this point I'm not so sure. Maybe I should have actually played d3, knight d2 first before playing h3. I'm really out of book at this point. So I hope everything is going to be okay. My opponent offers a draw. Well, after playing in 10 seconds, or well, okay, 10 seconds is an exaggeration, maybe 5 seconds every move, I will kindly refuse the draw. Sins must be punished. What to do? You cannot play so fast and expect your opponent to accept the draw. It's not just not working this way in life. So d5 now seems like a good moment to play this move. Yeah, even though now after the move e6 it is slightly less appealing. Maybe I should just castle. Let's play castle. Okay, now let's develop the bishop or the knight first. Probably the bishop. Knight takes f5. Well, I can take this with a check, but should I take it first? Doesn't really matter. I guess this is okay first. Let's castle. Yeah, the funny thing is this bishop. Oh no, actually it does have a retreat square, so I do have to take it at this point. g6. I'm not sure black is supposed to be in time with playing g6, but it doesn't seem too bad. So knight c3 would be the obvious move, but can I do other things? What kind of other things can I do? Rook e1 followed by e5 maybe? Probably not, I have to say. Interesting. I think somewhere the move e5 should be quite strong. Because as I recall, black is not supposed to have the time to play such a move like g6. Well, I don't see any direct refutation, so I guess I will just play kind of normally. I don't have too much time anyway. Oh yeah, that's a sad position for sure. I'm actually surprised that he's keeping on playing. What is next going to be his next move? Probably rook e1. Let's just develop the knight. a6. Yeah, probably d7 is better. Let's play queen b6 to harass the pawn on b2 a bit. Yeah, I think black is quite okay here. I think I went wrong somewhere. Now this idea is definitely at least a bit annoying. Maybe I should play like a prophylactic move like rook c1. Let's try this. Yeah, bishop g4. Now I even have this move, even though it's definitely not forced, but it's kind of nice. Why not? Okay, bishop e7. Can I make some tactics? Take on c6, take on e5. Let's try. No, but I need to first to take on c6, no? Let's try. Bishop takes c6. I'm not so sure where this is leading. I just don't see too much other things to do. Now this knight is really misplaced. I think I should have played knight d2 earlier on. It should be on f3 where it supports the advance in the center at least. I think black is quite well positioned here. Should I play a3 to at least slightly stop the move b4? Even though he will play a5 at some point, I don't really see the big difference. Okay, I have to drop the queen. Let's play. I'm not sure if queen d1 or queen e2. Yeah, probably e2. Let's play this. Yeah, now there is this pin, but I can just move my queen somewhere. I think really anywhere works. For example, f7. But I just don't want to have any potential bishop e6 stuff, so I will drop to f8 just to be safe. Let's play a prophylactic move, h3. Okay, so when he started the game with 50 minutes, now he has almost 50 minutes. I'm not so sure whether this is a good sign for him. I think I will just develop the last piece, probably. Or take on that g3 first. I just don't need to waste time on this board. Yeah, b4. This is really an annoying move. So I don't want to push my pawn to c4 because then the knight will be planted on d4, and it doesn't seem too promising. So I think I have to move my bishop. The question is where I want to move it, because if I move it for b1 to b1, for example, then it will have a very annoying knight a4 move. So I think I have to move it either to b3 or to d1. Let's try to go with b3. Seems like slightly more active square. b6. Okay, so now black wants to play bishop b7. I think it's a good time to play the move f3 to limit his chances to attack the pawn on e4. Let's take this one. Yeah, a5 came very quick. Good move probably. Now how on earth can I hold? No, a4, it's quite a big strategical threat, because not only I will be forced to move the bishop, it will also push the pawn to a3, and it will create some unpleasant threats. I think a4 must be played at this point. I just have no other choice. Let's go a4. Knight e2, yeah, let's take. Is he leading me into some sort of a trap? I don't see any traps. Let's take the pawn. Okay, bishop e3. I really want to kind of to unbalance the position. It's too symmetrical at the moment, but I think I have to take anyways. Queen c2, protecting the pawn. Okay, but now I'm not sure whether this is a really fortunate square for the queen, because I'm going to open up the c file one day and the queen will be right there. Knight b4. Okay, now I have this move, which is met with c6, which looks incredibly dangerous for black. I'm trying to calculate the consequences. The immediate threat is knight b takes d5, but I don't see really I don't really see why is this a threat I should be even defending from. So my candidates are knight e5 or bishop to b5. I see no other good options. Both attack the queen. I think knight e5 probably the best move. Let's do knight e5. g3, well, we are kind of I think we're witnessing a hybrid between the Catalan and the London system here by Mr. Yair. So this is a kind of experimental play. We'll see where this is leading. Now I need to get my queen off this diagonal. Let's play queen d3. Yeah, so now maybe I should try to harass this bishop a bit with the move knight a5. at least to try to unbalance the game a bit, I will try to get the bishop spare advantage. Not really bishop spare, but at least one bishop. Let's get my rook onto the game. So rook c1. Yeah, d6. Queen e3. Well, I have so many winning moves. It's almost unfair. I really want knight g4 to work. Let's calculate. Knight g4, hitting the queen there. Queen takes. Rook h2 check. King g1. Bishop d4 check. This is winning. But after last time that I've blundered badly versus Benny, I really am trying to be a bit more careful right now. Yeah, I see no reason why this is not working. Let's do knight g4. Queen d7, okay. Now, finally I can improve the position of my knight. So f3, c4. Where should my knight go? Big question right there. In general, I want to push d4 in the center, so the move knight f3 makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure that exchanging pieces is really in my favor, so I think I'll go with knight f3. I don't see really any other constructive plans for me. Now I really want to open up this diagonal, so the move c5 makes a lot of sense. And also the move knight e4 makes a lot of sense to open up this diagonal. I kinda like c5, let's do this. Knight f1, okay. I believe this is a theoretical position. Black should be equalizing by just taking off on d4 and just exchanging everything, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Benny decided just to take on g4 and to give me the queen also, but it's not really helping him, I think. Rook c8, okay, this pawn is under attack. I can just play b3 or also knight d5, seems quite promising. I don't think black played the opening very well in this game. We should have a look at this game later on. Let's play b3. Oh, b3, it's a big mistake, I think. I think this bishop is going to be trapped. Oh no. Yeah, probably a big mistake by Josh there. Usually I'm kind of I try to be remorseful in this kind of situations, but no other move than b5 really makes sense here. So I will have to punish this mistake at this point. Okay, queen d8. Now I have a couple of very interesting possibilities. One of them is queen a4 check. Other one is bishop e5 check. Black would be very happy if he could just have this one extra move of being castled, but as long as he didn't do it, I think he has some couple of problems. Those checks on this diagonal are very annoying to face because black has no easy c6. Probably the move queen a4 is the more desirable check to make because it also develops the queen into the game. But bishop e5 has some good points as well because then I don't expose my queen too much. I think I'll go with bishop b5. Yes, I think bishop b7 is the move at this point. Once again, not too sure. Let's just do it, I suppose. It seems natural. Yeah, now I saw this variation, so now I think I should take on e4. Rook c8 now. So I think the move b3 is the logical move here for me. But then I will have to be very careful about b5. So I think what I will do is I will play a prophylactic move here. I will play probably a4. Just to avoid his potential counterplay with b5, but I really need to check it. Whether it's sound from tactical point of view, because there are some issues in this diagonal which I'm a bit afraid of. The safe move would be just to develop the bishop somewhere. So, and then to meet a move like b5 with just taking on b5. Maybe rook e1 makes sense, just to protect the pawn on e4. And then those tactics, I don't know, I don't like it so much. So let me think a bit. Okay, I will play a4 at this point, even though I am a bit suspicious about it. I hope it works. b4, wow. What a nice resource. I didn't even think about it. I was just assuming white is going to lose the piece. Well, nicely played. Now I still probably win a pawn, but it's definitely better than losing a piece. But yeah, nice resource. Nice resource, Josh. So yeah, I probably didn't get anything special from this last sequence of move that I did. I will try to play for slow advantage though, because his king is still uncastled. Yeah, so a4 was played here. Bishop a2 is the kind of obvious move. Let's play it. Bishop e5. Well, trying to physically block this diagonal. I'm not sure it's a very good idea, because this knight always will be able to take away this bishop whenever he needs. Let's develop the rook also. Bishop f4, okay. Rook c8 seems logical. Developing a piece. Let's play rook c8. Rook f to d8. Well, this is, I would say, a very classically slightly better position for white. You just have more space here thanks to these two pawns. And I'm not too sure about black's counterplay. So, what is my plan? How do I improve? Knight d5 seems like a natural move to make, but at the same time he might challenge it very quickly. What is going to be his next move is also a question. If I just play some useful move like bishop f1 or king h1, I think I will just make it. Let's make a useful move and see what is going to be his next move. Knight a5, okay. Now this knight is obviously heading towards b3. I'm not sure about how dangerous is this idea, but if I want to avoid it altogether, I can play rook b1 at this point. I can also just ignore it and play the pawn to d4. I think both of them are okay for me. I kind of like the move rook b1, just not giving black any sort of counterplay. Let's play rook b1. This pawn is hanging, but I'm quite happy to exchange 2 pieces for a rook there. Rook d1. Well, this is a daring move, so he's not even trying to move his queen away from this file. I think I will seize the chance to take on d4 at this point. Bishop takes f6, okay. Now I have the bishop spare advantage. Yes, queen c7. Now here we go. Can I play b3 here? If I can play this move, I definitely should. This is frankly a frightening move to play. This bishop is getting exposed. Some knight takes e4 related ideas start lurking around. I think I've misplayed something previously because I don't think I should have. I'm not supposed to get this position. Let's play knight e2. It's probably lesser evil. Not a very happy move to make, but that's life. So e3. I really like my bishop on this diagonal. I think I can add furthermore pressure on this pawn with a move like bishop g4, either now or after taking on d4. I kind of like this move. Let's do it. Bishop d7. I think I will take it with my knight. Knight c5, okay. Now b4 is definitely an option, but then I compromise this pawn on c4. This is why I'm not so sure that I should actually do it. But black has no particular threat, so I can once again just ignore what's happening. I can make a similar move to play knight d5, kind of inviting him to play e6, and then the pawn on d6 becomes a bit weak, and then maybe I will just go back. So a small provocation. Let's play knight d5. Okay, now a very interesting question. So looking at this queen, is this move possible? Frankly, I don't see a reason why this move should not work. So if knight takes, queen takes d4, this should work. And this is a very nice pawn to take, a central pawn. I will also hit this bishop with a tempo after taking on d4. So just don't see any reason not to do it, even though my queen will be slightly exposed there. I can also play knight b4 with the same idea, but a2 is much less kind of tasty pawn to take than the one on d4, definitely. Okay, let's go for it. I don't see any reason not to. Okay, now this position is very interesting. I think, once again, if black had one more move if the king was already castled, it would be just okay for black. But here black has all kinds of problems. Also, his knight is wandering around the board. I can just play a3 actually at this point, and it practically forces the move knight a6, which is definitely not a very happy move to make. Also, queen g4 looks extremely nice. Hit this pawn while also adding pressure to this knight. I think I will start with a3 though, just to make black's life a bit less comfortable. Rook b8. Yeah, I think now it's a perfect time to go for d4. Yes, let's go d4. I'm quite happy with the position here, I must say. Well, g4, very sharp move. So, I believe, by the most strict principles of chess and of the Soviet school, a move like g4 should be met in the counter strike in the center. So d5 makes a lot of sense to me. I'm trying to figure whether there are any kind of hidden tactics here, but d5 I believe should be the move, so I will play it out of instinct, let's say, or out of intuition. Yeah, now queen g4 is very much appealing. Let's do it. D takes c5, okay. White took a pawn, but my bishops are really starting to look very good here. I have a couple of ways to regain the pawn. One of them is queen a5, hitting both this knight and this pawn on c5, so it's essentially just a simple double attack. Or I can also try to play for the initiative, try to open up the center with a move like d4, which is also, I believe, very interesting, but slightly more risky. So I think, once again, this is a simul game. I will try to be safe, and I will go with queen a5. c4. You know, I don't know why, but for some reason I just assumed this move was impossible when I played d4, but it's a very big question whether it's really a good move, because this pawn is now becoming a target after a move like knight d2. I think I also will play this move, and I really hope he has an appropriate answer for this. Queen takes queen. Now I will exchange the queens, I think. I think he cannot take with the bishop because rook e1 would be quite unpleasant, so he is forced to take with the pawn. Yes, queen d2 was played. Now, once again, similar question. Do I just take on c3, liquidating everything and going for the endgame, or trying to play for the initiative to keep things more under, let's say, not to force things with a move like rook d8. I really like this move, actually, protecting the pawn, also supporting it for a potential pawn break. Yeah, let's play rook f d8. Yeah, so pawn takes d6. Now, this pawn is a bit weak, which is definitely relevant in the endgame, but black has one serious trump here, which is the two bishops advantage. And this is also definitely a threat to be reckoned with, so I think I will play knight d4. Yes, at this point. Knight e3 was played, so now this bishop is protected. I have this weak pawn on d6, but as a compensation, I do have a lot of activity, which is, I think, typical for this variation. Now all kinds of moves with this knight make sense. Knight c5, e5. Knight c5 I think especially makes sense because it threatens knight e6, so gaining a small tempo. Even though maybe even queen b6 is okay for black. But once again, this knight move on f5 is definitely something which black should be careful about. Okay, so let's make a decision. I kind of like this move. I'm not 100% sure about it. It makes a lot of sense to me. I think I will go for it. Yeah, let's do knight c5. Knight d4. Okay, so white is trying to hold on to the pawn. But is it really? What happens if I just take on c5? What's stopping me from doing so? I'm not really sure, so I will probably get this pawn back. e5. Now, of course, my intention was not to move backwards, so I will play knight e4. d5. Very interesting. So basically, black is trying to bury my bishop alive. Good strategy. So black has no threat, but perhaps he wants to plant his knight on b3, which would be definitely an annoying move to face. I think the move rook b4 makes a lot of sense here for white. Just to plant this rook there, putting additional pressure on this pawn and on this pawn. Because if I take on d5, he takes with his knight, and then my pawn on c3 is under serious pressure. Okay, I'm not sure, but this move makes a lot of sense for me at least. So, or wait a second, another alternative just came to my mind. What happens after bishop to f4? So trying to get a tempo on this rook, forcing the rook on b7. Do I benefit from forcing the rook on b7? This is really a big question. The rook on b7 is less protected, but at the same time it might also be useful for black to protect his queen maybe, or to be able to double the rooks at some point. I think this is a very critical moment. My time is kind of going away, but I hope it will be worth it. The problem that if I play move like rook b4, I just realize he can play e6, and then I will never be able to take on d5. It's a big problem. Maybe I should take on d5 after all. Once again, not a very happy move to make, but maybe I just have no choice, because otherwise I'm actually kind of risking my bishop to be buried. Yeah, okay, let's take on d5. Bishop e6, yeah, that's an interesting move. But I think now I can play b3 actually. I don't see any downsides to this, so I will play it. e6. Yeah, so now that was exactly my idea. Now I just want to drop back, so knight b4 is a move, but also just simply go back to c3 and to be happy about this pawn being slightly compromised. I don't really see what the bishop is doing on the knight is doing on b4, so I will just go back to c3. Yeah, knight takes d5. So probably I have to take with the bishop at this point. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so if I have to, let's do it. Yeah, and if he takes on b1 intermediate, I can take with the knight, so... Yeah, let's take on c4. Yeah, my pawn is under attack, let's protect it. Knight c to e2, well... My bishops look actually extremely good now. I think I can win a pawn with a simple tactic, so bishop takes knight. And if knight takes my bishop, I will capture this little pawn on b2. Which is arguably not a terribly important pawn to take. But it is a pawn. Okay, let's take a pawn. Why not? Yeah, let's take here. Yeah, bishop e3. So perhaps he's going after my pawn on a7, but I think I have the move queen e5 now. And if he takes on a7, the bishop on e2 will hang, so this looks good. g6. Well, my position is very pleasant at this point. I have many good options. Rook e1, putting additional pressure. Bishop h6, making the move castles completely impossible at the moment. Almost any move here seems winning to me. Let's play bishop h6, why not? Wow, knight takes c4. I didn't anticipate this one. So I guess his point that if I take here he's going to play rook c8 and he will regain my pawn anyway. This makes sense. Maybe I have to take on b8 anyways. Position is probably roughly equal. I don't see much of an advantage for white here. So if I take with the queen, I will be chased away anyway, so probably knight takes is the move. Yeah, let's grab the pawn. Yeah, now probably knight takes, because I will probably have to play I will probably have to play to... If I take with the queen, I'm going to be harassed anyway, so I guess this is the move. Knight f5, okay. Interesting. Knight e7, yeah, now I want to play bishop b2 to consolidate. And I think for the first time we have a position where we have a situation rather that it's not my turn in any of the boards. I don't think we still had this kind of moment before. Knight takes c3, okay. Okay, now so yeah, my queen is under attack, but I guess next move is going to be rook to b3. I don't like my position too much, but I will just have to deal with it. Queen c2 probably makes the most sense. Oh wait, the pawn on d4 will drop. But if I do queen d3, he will play rook to b3. And he will put his rook just in front of my queen. Kind of unpleasant. Well, let's try to calculate. So queen c2, bishop takes d4. Maybe queen d3 then, trying to pin against the queen. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. Unpleasant scenario, definitely. Queen d3. I'm wondering actually, where did I go wrong? It's not so obvious. So queen d3, rook b3. Can I take advantage of this knight being slightly misplaced? Yeah, well, I have no time to very deep thinkings, so I will play queen d3 and I hope everything will be okay. Knight c5, okay. Now this knight is protected. I think I will just play rook e1 at this point. Do I have alternatives? Well, yeah, rook e1 is... I have to be a good move. Let's do this. Okay, rook b1. Then now he's probably going to after my pawn on b7. So not too worried about it. Let's play bishop f6. Drop the queen as far away as possible. Yeah, this knight is well placed. This pawn on b3 will be constantly hanging. So should I drop here or here? should I go on c2, try to protect this pawn? Those are tough questions. I kind of like my space advantage, but it's all question of can I restrain black's activity, I believe. Queen e2, the move I like the most. Even though I have no real explanation why queen e3 appeals to me less. I guess we will just have to live and see. Let's play queen e2. Well, did I blunder knight takes b3 in the other position? Oh my god. I think I blundered something, but we shall see later. Yeah, rook b3. Now, I was very much hoping this move would somehow work in my favor, and then if rook takes a3, something like bishop to c1, going after this rook. But it's such a mess. Definitely a mess. So the problem with knight to d2 is that after rook takes on a3, I will not have this resource of bishop to c1. So yeah, I'm practically I'm kind of forced to try out this move and to hope it works. Even though at this point I'm really not sure about anything anymore. Well, there is actually no particular threat from black. I'm just in a very passive position. This is why I kind of feeling like I have to make very active moves. But I can probably play other moves in this position, like just dropping my queen. It just seems to me too passive. Well, this is the moment for some head tricks. Actually, at this point, I'm even ready to force a draw if I will see an opportunity, but I don't see exactly how, because if I play knight a5, rook takes a3, and then back to c4, he will have this resource of queen to b5. Ah, damn it. Time is running out and I have to make a move. I really want this move to work, but I just don't see how. It's so frustrating. Where is the magic move? Where is it? Where is it? My pieces are kind of just badly placed. I have to acknowledge it. Okay, let's go for it. I hope it will be okay. Yeah, now in this position I have a chance to place for some active plans. Knight a5, knight c4. Okay. Isn't it losing a piece? a3, okay, so I think I practically consolidated my extra pawn. Now I have some good plans here to advance my pawns in the future. Can I play knight d5 here? It doesn't give me too much. I like bishop c4, exchanging some pieces off when having the material advantage. It kind of makes sense. Now, isn't this move is winning a piece right now? Because this one is also hanging. Mr. Eyal Noy. Yeah, rook takes a3 was played. Now, what I was saying before, that knight c4 would be a nice way to force a draw, but queen b5, pinning my queen, is gravely annoying. Where is my salvation? I just have to go for active moves. Queen a6, maybe trying to penetrate from there. Queen c4. Where is the counterplay? Queen c4, trying to get a knight c6. Maybe this will give me some counterplay. Not really though. I'm wondering how did my position became this bad so fast. I guess queen a6 would be my move. Okay, let's go crazy and offer a draw. Typical strategy. When in doubt, offer a draw. Remember this. Yeah, now here all kinds of tactics are lurking around. For example, this move, hitting both the rook there and the knight on c5. Looks very juicy. I will do it probably. Yeah, let's bring the knight on c4 or not. Maybe let's wait for one move. Yeah, this is actually not running away, so I think I will start with this stabilizing move. Yeah, that's exactly what I think I've missed. Yeah, queen e3 was better. Jesus, okay. My mistake. Okay, knight b5. Let's play queen a5. Yeah, this is very sharp. I'll probably lose somehow. Maybe not. Let's say queen d1. If he takes here, I take there. He takes there, rook c1. I think I'm okay. That's, I hope at least. But if he takes there, maybe I have an intermediate move. Yeah, I'm really not sure, but I just don't see any other move. I think any other moves just lose with no fight, so I guess we'll go with this one. Bishop takes d4, yeah. Now I was hoping that this move, followed by knight c6 and then knight e7 check, will give me some counterplay. It's not like I have many choices, so I guess I'll just go with it. Rook g8. It's funny that I can even take this knight. It's actually a double pin. He cannot take it back. Actually, she, this Mr. Basya, misses. I'm sorry. So, but I think the simplest is just to take on this 7 and kind of let black figure his problems. Okay, good time to develop the queen. Rook e1, okay. I think it's now time to advance my pawns in the center a little bit. Oh Jesus, the pawn on d6. Oh, that was a bad blunder. Never mind, let's play knight c4. Okay, in this position, really, almost every legal move should win for white, starting from bishop g5, pawn to d6. What will I choose? I kind of like d6 followed by knight d5. This way I get my last piece into the game. Yeah, let's play d6. It's kind of also slightly more beautiful. Knight d5. So I guess we're going for exchanges. I don't mind so much to exchange. Yeah, knight c6. Okay. Bishop c3. Okay, I guess this is an attempt to trap my rook there. I don't see exactly who is going to be the piece who will trap it. There is no light squared bishop even. I think this is a good point to make some lift square for my king. I can also just play king f8 and king e8. There are many good moves here. Yeah, let's push the king in the center, why not? Yeah, this pawn is now under attack. B6 is possible probably, but it's slightly compromising my light squares. On the other hand, I don't want to put any of my pieces on passive defense of this pawn, so probably I will play b6 because I don't see a good way for him to exploit my weaknesses. Okay, queen d2. Please God, let me have counterplay. Now my rook is under attack. I can take with the rook, but it completely exposes my first rank, and I'm very likely to be checkmated there. Probably that's a big no-no there. Knight takes e7 check is the obvious move, but he will just move on g7 then. I really hate to play the move rook f1 later on, it would be terribly passive. Don't see many alternatives though. Yeah, let's take it. Now my queen is against this rook, so I will move it to a safer place. Yeah, so I decided just to drop a pawn for no reason apparently. Okay, let's at least try to trap this rook. I will play knight d5. Wow, why do I have 18 seconds, 18 minutes in this position? Jesus. I don't remember thinking so much about this position. Now I want to force even more weaknesses on him, so I will play bishop g5. Yeah, I hope to get some magical perpetual, but this is not going to happen. My queen is misplaced. I think I will have to face the truth that the move rook f1 is forced. Not a very happy move. Yeah, that's a good move. Ah, what a bad blunder. This is the day of blunders, apparently. Everybody blundered today. Maybe knight a4, try to swap some pieces. Maybe this makes sense. Well, once again, time is running low. I will put my king on the light square just to be safe from all kinds of tactics. The f6. Now, should I force even more weakening with this move? Yeah, why not? Yeah, now this rook is in serious troubles, no? Queen c7, he has knight b5, but what about bishop e5, for example? Then he has rook d7. Almost. Maybe this move makes sense. Well, knight c5 is extremely provocative, putting my queen in opposition to his bishop, but this bishop can be taken in one move, so I don't really see a reason why this should bother me too much. Well, I blundered so much today that I'm kind of afraid to make this kind of moves. Okay, I don't see any refutation. I will bravely play this move. Rook e3. Okay, what is this move is aiming to achieve? I will give a check. c3. Okay, let's bring my last piece into the game. I'm so low on time. I never understood why the Lichess system is not sending me to boards where I have less time automatically. Doesn't it make sense this way? It's kind of seems like it's sending me completely randomly. So I'm still have many boards to play and I'm very low on time, even though I gave myself a handicap of time. Let's play rook d8, I guess. Yeah, my position is so bad here. I think I'm objectively losing here. My rook is passive, knight is not doing too much. It's only for tricks now. First of all, I have to centralize the queen. That's for sure. Let's play queen c4. Rook c3, trying to get my pawn, but I have queen b5. Yeah, this is exactly the type of move I wanted to force. Now I have this square. Yeah, I have to increase my tempo of playing. So how do I create counterplay? This pawn is going to fall, but his pieces are a bit scattered around. Probably a6. I have nothing better. 92. Am I getting checkmated? If king h1, he already has knight g3. Oh my god. If king h2, there is queen d6 check and winning my knight. Oh gee. Yeah, I lose. Yeah, well played, Mr. Tall Guy. Bishop takes f1. I didn't think about this. I thought he's going to take on b3. Perhaps this is even better. Probably my only chance now is to play for this long diagonal, even though he can play f6 at any given point, so it's not too promising. Maybe rook c1. Let's try rook c1. I have nothing to lose particularly. So yeah, so this is when I'm starting to play fast because time is very low. Almost all boards are still playing. I just have no time. I just need to make moves. Queen b3, interesting. So if I take there, he will take there. Oh, I have rook takes d4. Yeah, this probably wins, no? It's more complicated than it looks. Well, rook takes d4. But then you can move the rook, I take the bishop. Yeah, I think it is winning. Let's do this. Bishop c4. Okay. Do I have any chances at all? Queen d4, simply f6. Really nothing there. What a bad blunder, Queen e2, that I've played earlier. Just to give away the game in one move. Not a very fortunate way for me. Day. So, bishop b2 is also nothing probably. Okay, what the hell? Let's try to complicate. Let's jump there. Knight c5. Is it possible? You can also just play. I think this is safer. Okay, let's sacrifice. Okay, I think I will have to take it anyways. Let's take this one. I have 2 pawns to choose from, so no time, so I will just pick up one. Wow. Only 8 games playing. Oh my god. Oh, am I supposed to manage 8 boards with so little time? Somebody has to explain me this. Don't I win another pawn simply? Let's take on e4 first. Yeah, 0 chances here. Why can't I offer a draw? Let the guy offer a draw. Come on. This is his best chance. Why Leeches is not letting me offer a draw? This is rude, people. Okay. Let's offer a draw. Come on. Nimi, take the draw. It's good for you. Where was it? The board just disappeared, no? What's happening? Oh, yeah, this is the board. Okay. Now let's take the pawn. Let's exchange the rooks. Yeah, why not? Rook takes d5. No, this is not working. I have queen takes d5. But nice try. Nice try. Because I have this tempo here. Now I can take on c1, but just unnecessarily complicating things. I will just go for the 2 pawns advantage. Please, people who are about to lose, please do me a favor and resign. It will be so much better. The problem is they're not going to resign, and I have to play with so little time on the clock. Probably I should give myself a bigger time advantage last time. I think in this board I completely forgot about the possibility of queen d6. But that's not surprising, judging by the number of blunders that occurred today. Bishop c2, g2 rather. Just play knight f5. Now I will step on light squares. Knight e6. Fair enough. Should I try to include my bishop there? Looks good. No time anyways. Well, the pawn here drops. Yeah, I have to take with the queen. I have a piece up here. This is a resignable position. It would help me a lot if some people will resign. So I am only at 2 wins, 1 loss to this point. Not too well. Now I have queen d5 trying to hold onto the pawn. Or I can sacrifice it, play a move like bishop d7 followed by bishop c6. Also interesting. Yeah, no time. Why am I thinking? It's all intuition now. No time to think at all. Rook e7. Okay, let me take this one. Queen d7. Now I have knight f5 resource. Is this any good? If he takes, I've actually checkmate in one move, but he can just play f6. Okay, it's not like I have something better to do. Let's try. Okay, here I should be able to checkmate. Oh no, it's not a checkmate. If I play knight f4, then g5. Okay, I think I should concentrate and find the checkmate here, because it will save me a lot of time later on. Please let there be checkmate here, because Eyal is not going to resign. Where is the checkmate? Come on. Okay, let's just play this one. Okay. My rook is not trapped. Yeah, I have a rook up, right? Rook up. Yeah, this should be a piece of cake. Okay. Bullet mode activate. King d7. Oh my god. This must have been a terribly painful move to make. Maybe there were no choice. Maybe it's also a good move, given the situation. Rook d1 would be the obvious move. Let's just do it. And thank you for the rook. Yeah, white has a passed pawn, but it's, I believe, not too significant here. Let me maneuver the knight to a better square. Okay, let's push the pawn. Well, I guess we're playing until checkmate here. No problem. I'm ready to do it. The queen h6 is just one check. It's not actually giving me any chances. Okay, 93. There will be no stalemate here. That I can promise. I had enough experience with stalemates in my life. They're not going to come back. Now, the trick is to keep this bishop alive, and this way there would be never any stalemates. Even though if I play h2 right now, it will be checkmate, so I will play it. I think I've kind of consolidated here. Oh, f5. Completely forgot about it. Okay. Okay, okay. Just rook c7 maybe to cover. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, let's just cover this rank. Okay, exchange of queens. Okay, b4, yeah, that's a good move. Just exchanging some pieces. Yeah, this is going to be probably a win for black. Too much of a material advantage. So, as I see it now, probably I will bet. Let me offer a draw here. Because f5 is very scary. I think in this position I should win probably. This is also an easy win. I think I'm probably going to lose 2 games today. One I've already lost. One is on the way. How many? Still 7 games played. Wow. I hope I will be on time to finish all of those games. I think I've made a big mistake playing bishop b7 here. I completely forgot about the f5 idea. I should have placed my bishop on d7, definitely. There is actually nothing to search on b7. This diagonal is completely blocked. I hope it's going to take the draw. If not, well, I guess we have another potential winner today. Queen c1 is threatened, exchanging the queens. I cannot allow it. This pawn, okay. f5, well, this is a move I'm happy to see. It's weakening his king position. How can I exploit it? Bishop g5 perhaps is interesting. Bishop h6 also makes sense. I only don't like the fact that I compromise this square on d4 very badly. Oh, I have a tactic. This a 97 check. Is this working? Well, let me calculate. Takes. Pawn takes. It's not so clear. Oh, how unfortunate. This could have been a very nice tactic to finish this game off. But it's not so clear because of the intermediate bishop takes knight. Even though it's still probably good for white, you know. Okay, let's try. What the hell? Yeah, this is obviously a lost game. Black is perfectly safe here. I don't even have much chances of holding here. There is no threat at all. Maybe queen b6, he wants to exchange off the queens. Maybe I should resign here to preserve some time in the other boards. I don't know. Okay, let's move. I have to move. Oh, exchanging the rooks is good. Rook a8, okay. This is not too terrible. There's no even a threat. Maybe it's a good time to seize a nice square for the knight in the center. Bishop c5. Interesting. Sacrificing the queen, but I think I want to accept the queen under my terms. So I think I will check first. Well, what do I get by this check? Okay, I think I'll just take and play b4. Yeah, should be easy enough. I'm not getting checkmated, so yeah, this should be good enough. Wow. This move is very dangerous, kind of leaving this king unprotected. I will try to attack. Okay, come on, Jules, why are we keeping on playing? Come on, rook down. Come on, have some decency. I need this time. Queen b2. Yeah, in this board is obviously just a matter of time until I lose. The exchange advantage is definitely more than enough to win here. My bishop has really almost no squares to go. I guess I'll go here. Yeah. Now let's check. Yeah, here I have a 2 pieces advantage. It should be relatively easy. How many boards left? I think these guys are playing on purpose. They know I have no time. These cunning bastards. Should I go for the checkmate? This is a good move, I believe. Threatening queen c6. Also queen c6 immediately should win. Okay, let's just play this. Should be good enough. What is Jules doing here? Is he trying to make like some kind of a fortress? Is this a trap? Oh, queen a1, queen a5. Damn it. Yeah, this game is probably over. Should I take the pawn? Let's make a prophylactic move first to make sure I will not have any troubles with a back rank checkmate. Okay, d5. Okay, this rook is extremely active. Those pawns give him some counter chances, but I think I have a small tactic here which starts with this move. Let's see what it does. Why don't I have a checkmate here? Okay, let's go for the simplest strategy, exchange all of the pieces, go for the pawn endgame, and figure it out from there. So draw was agreed here. Okay, so we have also one draw here. Even though I think in the final position white is probably either much... Oh, we also have one more. Only 5 left. Okay. But 5 tough games. Oh no. Well, maybe except of this one, which is not as tough. Okay, this is checkmate in 2 moves. Well, thank you, Jules, for playing. It was a pleasure. Bishop f6. Okay. Okay, okay. Now comes an interesting moment. Can I exploit black's in-safe king? Maybe this move is interesting. This looks very good, queen c2. I don't see a good way for him to protect from this simple threat. Probably e4 would be forced then. My king position is also becoming a bit compromised. I should be definitely careful. Okay, let's go with this. This should be interesting. You know, my plan here was simply to play queen c1, and because I have a pawn up, the pawn endgame should be easily winning, so... Yeah. This is where I resign. Well played, Nimi. I think I messed up the tactics really bad here. Well played. Should I take the pawn or should I exchange pieces? Probably safer to exchange pieces. I have enough of the advantage anyway. So now at any point I can take on f1. Maybe I should first play king f6 just because this is frankly not running away and he has no checks. So let's play this. Let's start pushing my pawns in the center. Why not? Yeah, now is this move winning? Probably not, unfortunately. Position becoming extremely sharp actually, because both kings are very much in a compromised position. I don't see any better winning chances than this one, so I shall do rook c6. Yeah, I think now it's a good time to force the endgame. With the pawn up, it should be easy enough. Keep that strategy in mind if you are kind of feeling like the game is complicated and you don't see a clear way to win, it's always safe, or almost always safe, to go for an end game with the pawn up and just to win without any headaches. Also, my king is more active than white's, so it should be a very easy win, relatively. In some positions, if the king is very active, white might had a chance in such cases, but not in this endgame. Yeah, so how many boards are left? Only 3. Yeah, so which games are over? So we left... Oh, okay, so here we have a resignation. So yeah, this game is still on. Only 3 boards left. Maybe we can get this over with. Should I trade this pawn for this pawn? Probably a good idea because I activate my pieces this way. Let's go for it. Yeah, rook d6 was the kind of forced move probably. Now I have to take. Now I was hoping to exchange once again some pieces because I still have the pawn advantage. Also rook a2 makes sense. But yeah, let me just exchange at this point. With so little time on the clock, you just want to be safe. I think now I can take a relatively safe pawn by taking on f6, followed by f takes e4. I think I will do it. Let's play this. Once again, safety come first. Time is really low. Now this position is quite unpleasant for black, I believe, because I have a pawn up and his king position is quite compromised. Should be relatively in a comfortable win, or at least good chances to win. Yeah, so king h2, that is a bit provocative. Cannot I play second rook to a2? No, because it will simply play this, yeah. Okay, let's push. And now I secured the extra pawn. Yeah, but black has at least managed to activate his pieces, and this is threatened. Yeah, should I go for the endgame? This is the only threat, but yeah, his pieces are quite active, I must say. Okay, let's once again, very low on time. I will try to go and play the endgame with the pawn up. Worst case, I will not be able to win, but at least I have no chances of losing, so that's also one good thing. Yeah, and it's time to blunder for Mr. Josh. Held up very well, but yeah, he will have to part with his rook on c5, unfortunately. He played very well this game, I have to say, extremely well. Yeah, but yeah, this is a rook up. This should be quite an easy job. So I think after this there are going to be only one board left, no? After if white decides to resign here, we only have this board left, I think. Oh, so Josh is keeping on playing. Well, yeah, that's okay. He wants to check me. Yeah, I will just go for e3. One check is not so terrible. Rook f7. So I guess I'm allowed to go for the endgame. So in this position I also have the passed pawn in this point. So yeah, this should be easy. So yeah, while we are finishing our last games, I wanted to thank everyone who watched this stream or the video. If you like the content on this channel, I invite you to subscribe, to leave some comments below. If you would like to participate in this kind of simultaneous matches, you can contact me. I'm thinking about making this kind of events for the public. So yeah, I think I will finish off. Yeah, so yeah, I think this game is kind of we're a very big drawing tendency, kind of, with some slight chances for white, but it's a very big question how serious are those chances. I will try a bit though. I think I have a forced checkmate here. Oh, rook c3, I just blundered this. Now he will be able to play rook here. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is checkmate. Thank you for Josh. Yeah, so one board left. Let's see if I can make something of this pawn up endgame. Basically, I'm trying to play for activity. That's he can play rook c2, but then I will just go for the pawn on a7. Okay, 20 seconds. Yeah, rook a3, probably the best move. Now I'm the one who has to play passively. So yeah, the reason I still believe I have good chances is my king is significantly more active than his. He will win a pawn at this point, but I think I will get it back very quickly. I think probably both of these pawns are going to fall very soon. Yeah, okay, so let me pick up this pawn, and I will probably pick up the second pawn with my king, so this is probably going to be a win here. Very good game by my opponent Ariel, though he defended very well. The time trouble probably affected the game to a very serious degree. Yeah, I will just put my rook on a2, and the thing is my rook is also protecting the pawn, so black really has no counterplay whatsoever. Probably black should resign. Yeah. Yeah, that is a very easy win. So once again I would like to mention, I wanted to thank everyone for watching. I invite you to watch the other videos on this channel, see if you like it. I mainly play some games with a commentary. Sometimes I also upload educational videos about all kinds of topics. I also sometimes collaborate with some other players to play some matches. Yeah, so this game is going to be over very soon. So yeah, he resigned. Okay, now basically let's see the results. So it's 8 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Overall, very good result for the opposing team. It was a very tough, very tough matches today. So I really are proud of each and any one of them. All were very hard fought games. So once again, thank you all for watching. So stay tuned for this next simultaneous games or some other streams that I'm going to do. And don't forget to subscribe and leave some comments below. See you next time. Bye bye.